Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my series of lectures on carbon and its compounds. Before I start my today's lecture, I have something to share with you. We have received a lot of complaints from many students regarding our video quality. And for that, I can only say that this all happens because of the 2G network available as of now. In order to overcome this situation, overcome this problem, we have decided to cut short our videos. We have decided to deliver our lectures in brief 10 to 15 minutes of videos. So you have to bear with me till all this situation gets improved. Till then, we will try our level best what we can grasp from these small lectures. So let's start our today's lecture. As you know from last many lectures, we have been discussing the carbon and its compounds. And in that process, I have explained what's carbon, why it's found, and what are the different types of bonds, ionic bond, covalent bond. And in continuation to that, today we will discuss two things. That's the allotropes in carbon, allotropes of carbon, and second, the unique nature of carbon or the versatile nature of carbon. First, let's discuss the allotropes of carbon. First, what are allotropes? When an element exists in more than one form, and those forms have different physical properties and same chemical properties. Sometimes the chemical properties can be also differ, but mostly the chemical properties remain same, and those forms are called as allotropes. The carbon also exists in more than two different forms, and those forms are called allotropes of carbon. For example, carbon exists in two common allotropes, that's graphite and second diamond. Both these allotropes consists of carbon. ये दोनों कार्बन से बने हुए होते हैं, दोनों में कार्बन होता है, but the arrangement of carbon, arrangement of electrons is different in both these allotropes. In graphite, each carbon atom is connected to 3 other carbon atoms, while as in diamond, each carbon atom is connected to 4 other carbon atoms. Hence, the graphite exists in layers, hexagonal layers, while as that diamond is that 3-dimensional structure which is very hard and rigid, while as the graphite is very soft and slippery. Because these layers slip upon each other, graphite is also called as lubricant, and it is the good conductor of electricity, while as the diamond is bad conductor of electricity. These are both made up of carbon, but they have completely and entirely different physical properties and same chemical properties. Versatile nature of carbon. In my first lecture, I have already explained that the carbon is a versatile element. It's found everywhere, all living organisms. While as today we are going to discuss what makes carbon so versatile, what makes carbon so unique, why carbon is so unique. Before going through this, let me tell you that at present there are almost 3 million known carbon compounds. Or 30 lakh. As of now, the scientists have already identified almost 3 million carbon compounds or 30 lakh carbon compounds. Now, from this you can imagine how much versatile and how much unique this carbon is. And what makes this carbon so much unique? Let's discuss in these different points. Number 1, the first property of carbon which makes it so unique is the carbon-carbon tendency of carbon-carbon bond formation. The carbon atom has the tendency to form the bond formation with different carbons and form long chains, huge molecules, large molecules, and this tendency of carbon is called as catenation. The property of carbon to form bond with large amount of carbon atoms and to form the long chains, these is called as catenation. These chains can be straight like this. These chains can be branched like this, and these carbon-carbon chains can also be cyclic. So the property of carbon to carbon bond formation, that's catenation. We can also say the catenation is the property of an atom to form large chains or large molecules by combining with the atoms of same element. This property is called as catenation, and the property of catenation makes the carbon so unique and versatile. The next, कार्बन की एक और प्रॉपर्टी है जो इसको बहुत ही खास बनाती है, बहुत ही वर्सटाइल बनाती है, and that is tetravalency. As I have already explained it to you that carbon has the atomic number 6 and electronic configuration of carbon is 2, 4. So carbon has 4 number of valence electrons. The valency of carbon is 4. Hence, carbon can combine with 4 different atoms. These atoms can be of carbon or some different element, but the property of carbon, that's tetravalency, means valency of 4 number of valence electrons. This property of carbon makes it very unique, as because due to this property carbon can make large number of compounds. That's why we can also say this, that tetravalency nature of carbon makes it unique and versatile. We have some examples like methane, or we have another example, that's carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. As carbon is tetravalent, it can form bonds with different monovalent atoms of hydrogen or chlorine. So this property of carbon makes it versatile and unique. We have another property of carbon which makes it a versatile element, and that property is called as the tendency of multiple bond formation. What it means? Carbon has the tendency to form multiple bonds. We can also say that carbon can share more than one electron pair. The tendency of carbon to form multiple bonds, or the tendency of carbon to share more than one electron pairs, makes this carbon a versatile element, a unique element, and we have some examples to explain this, like ethane, C2H6, ethane. Structure is here. There is a single bond formation. And now the second example is ethylene. Formula is C2H4. C2H4. Here in this ethylene there is double bond formation. Now we can understand what is actually multiple bond formation. Single bond, double bond. Carbon can also form the triple bond in acetylene. Acetylene, that's C2H2, and the structure is C triple bond C. Now these are the examples which can justify that carbon has the tendency to form multiple bonds like single bond, double bond and triple bonds. Now, if in a carbon compound carbon atoms are linked with single bond, then these carbon compounds, are called as saturated compounds. Okay, now what are saturated compounds? Those compounds in which carbon atoms are linked with a single bond, these are called as saturated compounds. In second case, if in a carbon compound carbon atoms are linked by double like this or triple bonds like this, then these compounds are called as unsaturated compounds. क्या होते हैं सैचुरेटेड और अनसैचुरेटेड कंपाउंड्स? जब किसी कार्बन कंपाउंड में उसके अंदर कार्बन और कार्बन एटम्स आपस में सिंगल बॉन्ड के थ्रू जुड़े हुए होते हैं, दोज कंपाउंड्स आर कॉल्ड एज सैचुरेटेड कंपाउंड्स. और जब किसी कार्बन कंपाउंड के अंदर दो कार्बन एटम्स आपस में डबल या ट्रिपल बॉन्ड के थ्रू जुड़े हुए होते हैं, दोज कार्बन कंपाउंड्स आर कॉल्ड एज unsaturated carbon compounds. So I think that's enough for today. Let's conclude our lecture. We will try our level best to understand carbon and its compounds, but you have to bear with me because of this network for until it gets high-speed internet gets restored. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and keep the physical distance. Stay blessed. Khuda Hafiz.